Hi, everybody. Welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly Live. It's Thursday night, and it's good to see everybody. I have another great live stream, or I've been calling it podcast lately, scheduled and with two awesome special guests. So I know you're going to enjoy both of them. It's Sergeant Steve Jones from the Baytown, Texas Police Department Drone Unit, and Mike Thompson. He's a former police officer in Norfolk, Virginia, where he flew drones. So we're going to talk drones tonight, police drones primarily. And we'll mention a little bit about the Northeast Drone Meetup because that's where I just came back from. I was at the Northeast Drone Meetup this past weekend up in Providence, Rhode Island. And I tell you, I had a great time up there. Josh and John and Steve and the Pirate Queen, Holly, and we'll even give Mark Fisher a little credit. They did a fantastic job organizing this event, and they didn't have much time to do it. They had mentioned it to me during the South Florida drone meetup. Well, Josh mentioned it to me, and I figured, nah, he ain't never going to pull that off. Well, he pulled it off, let me tell you. And there were over 70 pilots there, and we all had a great time flying. Um, But on a sadder note, I also want to offer my condolences to Charlie Kirk and his family. And there's no need of violence, guys. There is no need of violence. I don't care what party affiliation you have. I don't usually talk politics on this live stream, but it's got to stop. The violence has got to stop. Um, and there's no need of anybody bashing Trump right after this happened. That's all I'm going to say about it. Um, but let's get on to bigger and brighter things. Um, I had a great time flying drones. I flew again. I flew again today, actually. My wife handed me the drone because I had forgot it out on the kitchen table. Anybody know what's in this drone? It's oh, she's telling me it's beeping, so I must have forgot it to turn it off. But anyway, I flew this Mini 3 drone today with my old partner. Yeah, I forgot to turn off the control. So let me do that now. But I had a good time having lunch with my old partner in the Special Victims Unit of the Suffolk County Police Department. And he was one of the best partners I had. I'll have to say that. Dennis Rafferty is his name. And he, well, I won't go into any of the stories, but we talked a lot of old time police stories today. But anyway, I got to welcome everybody in the chat because the show would not be a success without you guys if you didn't watch it. And Josh, Premac, he was number one, Premac Media. Good to see you, Josh. And again, congratulations on a great event. And then Jaybird Drone, Joey, he's number two tonight. How you doing, Joe? And Warren Akirasho, he was number three. And it's hard to keep up sometimes. If I miss your name, I don't do it on purpose. But John, Connecticut Pirates in the chat. And again, congratulations, John, on that event. I had such a great time. And I was very, what's the word, impressed with Holly. She did a fantastic job. I was looking forward to meeting her. And she really helped out a lot, no doubt about it. And I hope she's on the South Florida Drone Meetup list. We put her on the list. She's number 99, if I remember right. And she'll be down there with us. And if anybody doesn't know about the South Florida Drone Meetup, I know, Steve, I think you're number 40, if I remember right. You're on the list. He's in the back room listening. I'll bring him in shortly. Let's see now. The South Florida Drone Meetup, the sixth annual South Florida Drone Meetup, will be on April 10th to the 13th, 2026. We're having it at the Jensen Beach Causeway Park again in Jensen Beach, Florida. It's free to come. The price is right. If you say you can't afford it, you're lying. So, but anyway, let me know if you're coming. I'll add you to the list because the first 150 people that sign up get a chance to win a special giveaway prize. So, and if you haven't booked a hotel, do it now. We are sold out of our blocks of rooms, 25 rooms they give us. But John, the manager, is gracious enough to add names right now, but it's going to stop. They're not going to fill up the hotel, which is South Florida Drone Meetup guys. They can make a lot more money selling it to full paying guests. So call the Hampton Inn and Suites in Stewart. Call the desk direct and ask for John. But anyway, let's see. I know there was a couple other things that I wanted to do, and that's I wanted to show a quick video before I bring in the guests. And you know me, when I try to show videos, oh, you gotta hit present. Is that it? The new format? I forget. Stream. No, this ain't. Okay. Bear with me. Because they changed the format. Yeah, they changed the format on me here. And it's different. Oh, there it is. I got it. Got to hit the little plus button. But anyway, this is a quick video. I'm not going to show the entire video. Um, and actually, I decided I'm going to show it later because the guests in the back room are giving me looks. They must have ran out of shrimp lobster. So I want everybody to give a warm welcome to Steve Jones, Sergeant Steve Jones. He's coming to us way from Texas. How you doing, Steve?
Good, Ray. How are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. I know you just got off of work, so I got to say thank you for changing out of your uniform and coming on. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Anytime. Except last time I left you hanging. I apologize for that again.
No, no. That you're a busy guy, I know, and you had to take your wife out for dinner that night. So, but anyway, so tell us, have you been flying your drone and your team? Have you been making success stories for us?
Actually, I've been flying mainly for fun lately,
Oh,
but
really?
being that I'm the supervisor on the team, I don't get called out much. We have a call out list. We try to have, like I was telling Mike earlier, we try to have a couple of pilots per shift. But probably about a month ago, we had somebody on top of one of our businesses. It was a clothing store, and they called me at midnight and said, "Hey, Sarge, we don't have any drone pilots. Can you come out? There's somebody on the building." So yeah, I went out and I actually got to have fun again for a while. And I put up the M3 thermal and was able to find the guy. Basically, it was a homeless guy camping on top of the building. He
Okay.
had climbed up a ladder on the side, and he had like three or four backpacks and a bed laid out, a
Oh,
little pallet made up. Yeah, it was. It was. I wish
you guys
once
must
that
have had a
place.
few laughs over that one.
Yeah, and it was just Class C charges that he went in on, minor misdemeanor stuff. But once it goes to court here in the next month or so, we should be able to have some video that we can actually show. But we can't, since it's
Oh,
still an open case. We can't do it.
that's gotta be hysterical. Great
Yeah,
job, great job.
especially with thermal, it was kind of fun. But
Yeah.
we do, our night shift guys have been catching a lot of car burglars and actually auto thieves. They got in a pursuit a while back, and uh, guy wrecked
Well,
out in the
tell me
field.
about
And
that. Tell me about the a pursuit with a drone. Now, you don't obviously pursue the car with a drone.
no, 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 no. We had a car pursuit, vehicle pursuit.
No.
Several
Yep.
several officers chasing a guy in a stolen vehicle. He ends up going out into a field and getting stuck. And so we send the drone out there, and the drone's circling the car, looking
Right.
for weapons, stuff like that. And it worked out really good. He ended up giving up. A lot of people are scared of drones that don't know anything about them. They don't know if they're armed. They don't know anything. And they just throw their hands up and come out.
Wow. Yeah, I know. I know. The drones in police work today are changing things for the better. No doubt
Yes, sir.
about it.
Yes,
Right.
sir. They save lives. I mean, we've found missing people from elderly homes, the nursing homes. That they'll walk out and get lost, and then they'll call us and tell us they're missing, and we'll start searching the area with drones, and we found several of them that way.
Yeah, you were talking about them walking out with the drone. One of my first arrests when I first got hired here in Suffolk County was there was burglars during the day, daytime burglars, and well, one burglar, and he hid in the brush of adjacent to a highway, and I was the first car to respond to the general area, and we knew he was in this area, but the police helicopter came over. We called aviation in. It came over, hovered over that area. The guy walked right out to me. And I put the cuffs on him. I remember that day
Nice.
like it was yesterday. I know it's
That's
back in
nice.
1975.
Can't beat it.
But anyway, so tell us any what kind of drones are you flying for fun? First of all,
I'm still flying my Mini 4 Pro
yep.
and then
Hmm.
and my Air 3. I never upgraded to the Air 3S. I still love my Air 3. So I fly mainly my Mini 4 Pro and my Air 3. And
Okay.
I just recently I'm working on a video. I just recently bought the DJI 360, the Mimo or which what's it something the 360 camera that DJI just released, and I haven't got to play with it much, but I got a strap for it to go on the Air 3, and I
Oh,
can
okay.
fly the Air 3 with the 360 camera on it and adjust the views. And
Oh, that's going to be
I'll, I'll
unbelievable.
I'll send that to you when I finish with it.
Yeah, that's going to be very, very cool. More and more people are getting those 360 cameras. I know that. You see videos on Facebook all the time with them. Yet, but well, again, I'm glad you're flying for fun. And I like hearing the police stories better, though.
Yeah,
But let
they're
me ask you this, Stephen. This is
they're a
not
lot
to
more fun.
embarrass you. This is not to embarrass you. But have you ever had any crashes while you're flying for fun?
I've had crashes at work, not flying for fun, but at work.
Oh, okay. Well, you can tell us about one of them if you want. Okay.
We have a big bridge here in our city in Baytown, and it separates our city from a southern city, Laporte, Texas. And then after Laporte, you have your Seabrook, and it goes down to Galveston area. But it's called the Fred Hartman Bridge. It's a huge suspension bridge, and myself and another pilot were out there flying one day, and I decided I've got like 89% battery. I'm gonna fly out and look around the top of the bridge area. And in a matter of probably 30 seconds, my battery life shot from 89 to 20.
Wow.
So I
That's
turn it
that's
around,
odd.
and I'm probably, I don't know, several hundred yards away, and I start just full throttle headed back to my location. And it didn't make it. It dropped in the water. The battery went to zero,
Yeah.
and we were
What do
able to
you what
pull
do
up
you
the
what
flight.
do you what do you think caused that drastic drop in
I
battery?
I do not know because the batteries were less than a year old, fairly new, and all I can think of it was just a bad battery,
Yeah,
and
probably. Yeah.
because I had plenty of battery to get back, and it just went from like it was less than a minute and a half, 2 minutes that it went from 89 to zero, and it was a Mini 4 Pro, or actually Mini 3 Pro at the time.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
So
Those things happen, no doubt about it. But um, I know I'm looking at some comments, and I know I miss them. But if anybody has any questions for Steve or Mike when he comes on, please put
Bob
them in the
Casey said, "You
chat.
never miss a shot." You're right, Bob. You got to go get it.
And we'll try. I'll try to keep an eye out on them. I'm bad at reading the chat, so if you can see it, Steve, you look out for the questions too.
Okay, and
Um,
also another thing on that, like I said, we were able to pull up the flight information so that my boss could see. I wasn't lying. You could see everything on the flight, how it just went down to zero. And
right.
it was, yeah, it was pretty interesting. Of course, we
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
insurance, so that worked out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Um, I got to say, I wish they had drones when I was a police officer because I definitely would have put in for the drone unit. You know, I had a lot of fun being a detective. But every chance I had to fly in the police helicopter, I would volunteer to go up for doing surveillance or whatever. And
I've never done that. I want to, but I had never done it.
you haven't done it yet. And how many years
No,
you been on?
33.
Oh my God, you got to get up. You better call the pilot aviation unit this week. Call them now when you get over the show. Make the arrangements for tomorrow when you're working.
Yeah, I need to. I need to. But
Actually,
hey, another quick thing I wanted to say about
yeah,
drones, and I think I said it last time I was on your show, but I love to push this every time I talk about it in the public or anything like that. Before we had drones, if we did a traffic stop and someone refused to get out of a car, we would stack up 4 officers deep, have our guns out, and then walk up to the car with our guns and until we knew it was clear. And that could definitely lead to a shootout and loss of life.
yes,
Same thing with building clearances. We go to a building where there might be a burglar in there. We would go in 3 or 4, officers deep with guns, clearing the building. Now, if we can get in the building, open the door, and send the drone in, uh, we we can do that. And if we see them a lot of times, I believe personally, and it's been proven with other agencies that it saves lives because it avoids a shootout.
yes,
We can start talking them out. We know they're in there, and we've got all the time in the world.
yeah. No, there's no doubt about it. Yep, drones are a big asset for police departments, and like I say, I definitely would have put in for that unit. So, all right, do we got a question here? Yep, we do have a question from Steve Janess. What type of drones does your department use?
All right, we actually have a Mini 4 Pro in each of the officers' cars. We have I think 15 pilots now. We have a Mini 4 Pro in each car, and then I just bought a dozen of the what is that little tiny
Neo? Did you get the
DJI?
Neo or the
Yeah,
Avata?
I just bought a dozen Neos. We have one Avata, but I bought a dozen Neos and put them in the cars as well. And
That's a great idea.
I've had officers with success clearing buildings. I got a light kit for them,
Yep.
and the light kit comes. I mean, they turn it on, send it in the building, and they're able to clear buildings with them. It's pretty
Yeah,
neat.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah. Yeah. No, this is a cool little drone, no doubt
Yeah, it
about it.
really is because you can use the same remote as the Mini 4 Pro.
Yes, right.
So we use the same remote, and they just hook and switch to whichever one they want, and it works out pretty neat.
That's interesting because you're the first department that I know uses Neos. I've never heard that yet.
I didn't even think about it till one of the officers came and asked me. He's like, "Hey, Sarge, one of them bought one on his own, and he brought it to work, and they needed to clear a building, and he used his personal one. And he's like, "Hey, Sarge, so and so used his personal one. You think you can get us some?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he don't need to use his personal. We've got insurance on all ours." So I ended up getting a dozen of them, and worked out really well.
Hopefully they gave you the police discount.
Not anymore, especially with DJI products.
But anyway, Steve Janess has a question for me. And Steve, I reached out to my department about 4 years ago, and they were using DJI drones at the time, but they had an order to stop using them. And they were in the process of switching over to another drone company. And I don't know what kind of drones they went with. So I will get with them and I'll try to find out. And I'm going to try to have one of those pilots on my show one day. So, but um, good questions, guys. We like to get questions. So,
We also have
um,
a 3T
yeah.
uh,
What other drones do
Pro
you have?
Mavic 3 Pro T, and then a Mavic 30 or a Matrice 30 T.
Matrice 30. That's a bigger drone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I love it. It's nice.
Yes. Yeah. Rob Kamada has one of them. I've seen him fly it at
Yeah,
the
he
fire
actually
department. He does it. He does the drone flying for his fire department with it.
he actually sent me a video when we first got it to help me get familiar with it, and that was thank you, Rob, again. That helped us out a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because I was just talking to Rob a couple of minutes before I went in the back room, and he is flying tonight at a 911 memorial event at the fire department. They do a lot of fire departments here on Long Island do that. And I was thinking of doing it here, but I can't because I got the live show. But we have a TFR in the area now. because a certain person is at Yankee Stadium, and they block out the whole area. He's included in it. I'm not, but he had to get a special waiver to send up the drone, and they gave it to him. And he's going to be
Nice.
on the show to talk about that in the future. So, but I thought that was pretty cool.
That's
That
very
he got
cool.
special permission when the president is in town. So, um, anyway, I gotta bring in our second guest, and he's in the back room. And he says you didn't leave him much lobster or shrimp, Steve. He says you hogged it all.
I was hungry.
So I want everybody to give a warm welcome to Michael Thompson. He's coming to us all the way from Virginia.
How's it going, guys? Good to be here.
How
Hey,
you
buddy.
doing? How you doing?
I
And welcome.
yes, thank you very much. As Ray was saying earlier, I'm former Norfolk PD. I landed at Eastern Virginia Medical School for 10 years as a campus security instructor, and then I started training with my PD brothers again. Their program has been excellent. They train their police and fire together. That way, there's even if there's no police, there's a fire person on the street that has the experience. And so we both know what we need from the other officers or the other departments. So they've actually chipped in. Fire and PD both went in on the drones together, and they're flying all DJI,
Okay.
100% DJI, and they'll fly it until they get told they can't fly it anymore. Um, Personally, I fly the Mavic. Uh, well, for the department, I flew for the Mavic 2 Enterprise. Personally, I fly the Avata, the Neo. I have an M4 Evo Max 4T Avata Autel drone. It's a fantastic little beast. Um, where I landed now is this year I was nominated as at the national level for FAA Safety Team Rep of the Year and number one FAA Safety Team Rep in Virginia
Wow.
for drones.
That's fantastic. It really is.
It's
Can
fan.
anybody apply to be a FAST team member, or how's that work?
Yeah,
Can you
so
tell us a
it's
little bit about that?
absolutely. You go to the FAA Safety Team, FAASafety.gov. There's an application process that you can go through. It is a volunteer gig, but we're flying drones. We're teaching people how to fly drones and do everything safely. It's never a day's work. Um,
We
and
got
so
a drone celebrity in the chat, and that's Johnny Drone Flyer. How you doing, Johnny?
Johnny Drone Flyer. All right.
I flew with him
The
a lot
man, the
up
myth.
So
in at the
to,
Northeast
to
Drone meetup. I took him to Mark Fisher's secret spots. So go ahead. I'm
um,
sorry, I didn't mean to
no, you're
interrupt.
fine. You're fine. So yeah, in order to be a drone pro, you have to have above average knowledge of anybody else out there. The hobbyists. So if you're really good at FPV and that's your thing, I'm looking at bringing a guy, Jack Hawkins with Flying Fits Photography on. He does a lot of FPV work over for concerts, events that go on, high profile events. He did Jackalope up here. He did Something in the Water. He did, was it I, Point Break Festival was up here.
Wow.
And he was able to fly for all of those. I helped him get the waivers set, and so he could fly over people, and it was amazing footage.
Yeah, I can
He,
imagine. Sure.
yeah, and so he had the little home built. I guess it was the C10 or C20 little Cine 20s, Category 1 drones,
Wow. We
and
got another celebrity, and that's Uncle Bill. Bill Ronane's in the chat. How you doing, Bill?
all right,
Hey,
and
Bill.
so that's where I'm spending a lot of my time right now is building out my company, Connecting Skies. So the backstory, the origin story, if you want. I was on patrol one morning and I found a
Yeah,
Pelican case.
I have that on my cheat sheet. Good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll right into that. I was on patrol, found a Pelican case next to a dumpster. I opened it up and it was an old Phantom tube. Everything was there but the camera. I took it home, downloaded it, charged everything up, learned to fly low and slow in my backyard. Yeah, baby movements on the sticks and everything, and I got hooked. I got really good. I got my went for my 107. I got that. Put it on file with risk management and HR. Started flying for them because it was our marketing department at EVMS that threw it out. They broke the camera and they just decided to buy a new one.
Wow.
Well, they got grounded because no one had their certification. So I started doing all the flying for the Eastern Virginia Medical School.
That's amazing.
And yeah. And so the facility, they rolled it right into working with facilities, doing roof inspections, and then still training with my Norfolk buddies over at the Norfolk PD, which has
That's
been
a,
fantastic.
that's amazing. How you
Yeah.
that you got involved with drones that way.
Yeah. So I found it next to a dumpster. The next thing you know, I'm one of 5 nationally nominated FAA safety team reps for drones.
Yeah, quite the honor too. But anyway, we got to say
So
congratulations to Nick, FTFO Media. He passed his Part 107 test today, so congratulations, Nick.
Outstanding.
outstanding. Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Congratulations. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's part of what I do is I go help people learn how to fly, make sure they're well aware of all the regulations through the FAA, and trying to I'd help decipher that for them. I'm like I don't know, uh, for my area, I'm the Greg Revido from Pilot Institute, and actually, Greg's a great
Okay.
guy.
Yes, he
That's
is.
outstanding.
He sponsored all of my events that I had up here for community outreach, which was
He
yep.
gives us
I've
the
got a bunch of
lanyards
them.
for the South Florida drone meetup, and he did the same thing for the Northeast drone meetup.
He is great with supporting everybody out there with does these events, and he's a great asset. And
But I bet
for us
you
to
don't
have.
have one of these.
I do. I actually use it as my coffee cup.
That's right. A lot of I didn't. What is it? What is this thing? It's
Well,
a coffee cup holder.
yeah, it's a coaster.
Yep, coaster. Yep. But
Yeah.
anyway, um, but being I didn't get you on that one, I got to get you on this one. You don't have one of these coffee coasters.
Oh no, I don't.
That's
But what I
because
do have,
Buckeye Drones, Rick Williamson gave them to the people at the Northeast Drone. Only the people he liked, though.
Yeah, I'm guessing he probably
Actually,
don't like me being from Texas.
there's a funny story behind this because he put them out on the breakfast table for people to take at the hotel. So he put out I don't know 10 or 15 of them, and we all ate breakfast and left, and there were like 6 or 8 of them left on the table. So the lady who cleans up the table took them, and he had to track them down. Who the heck took all those? And he did, and she gave it back.
That's funny.
But these are quality coasters, I'll have to say. Rick, thank you
Yeah.
very much. So anyway, so but that's great. That's great. You guys both have so many interesting stories, really.
done some Overwatch. I mean, so I'm plugged in for really. We do quarterly drone pro meetings of what's going on. The 108 preamble and NPRM is out for us to comment on. It's not good for anybody right now. It is geared only towards the heavy lift cargo drones and last mile delivery.
Okay.
They're trying to blanket everybody in the industry with beyond visual line of sight under this NPRM, and it's no good. It will kill a lot of business, a lot of one shop mom and pops drone businesses will die because of this, because of
I
the
agree.
amount of restrictions and third party data providers and everything else that they want us to have, and not to mention that they want our drones to withstand a lightning strike. I mean, come on.
Right, right.
This isn't the 747. These are drones. And
But
so
we do have a question from Barkley, 107 drones. What is ETS? What is that? I don't know if it's a legitimate question. Or I don't understand it, Barkley. If you could clarify it. Do you understand this question?
Ohio?
I think it says "Eat shit, Ohio."
Ah,
I may be wrong. That's just what I was thinking.
It sounds right.
that's a good one, Barkley. I couldn't figure it out.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, wait till Rick hears that one.
Oh wow.
Oh man,
But
I'm
yeah,
telling
so
you.
if you
Well,
get a
that's what it's
chance,
all about. This live stream is somewhat funny too. We have a good time. So
yeah,
go
if you
ahead,
guys get a
Mike.
chance to comment on that new NPRM right now, do it. It's not good news. I'm putting out a comment, and I'm also putting another article in Drone Life about the NPRM that just came out for BB loss, because it's written by people who don't know the industry, and so
Yeah.
it's going to hurt everybody, even all of our police departments. They want us to have unqualified people, uncertified people be the person in charge of whatever operation, and it's really geared towards fully autonomous drones with little interaction from a human, with little human interaction,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just not right. And then even in some part of it, it said that manned aircraft not broadcasting ADSB out should yield the right of way to drones, and that should never ever happen in a billion years.
Yeah. Right.
I
Mm-hmm.
agree 100%. They're catering to Amazon and Walmart. I hate to say it,
Right.
but that's exactly what they're doing.
Yep. And
Mm-hmm.
the heavy lift, they wanted to use heavy lift drones to deliver cargo instead of running
Yeah.
trains.
Yeah. Well, again, we'll see what happens there. But again, I'm going back to my bigger cheat sheet now. I keep a little logbook on the live streams, um, but um, I think I got everything covered so far. So now, basically, it's time. If you don't mind, let me talk about the tip of the week. Nothing really sophisticated.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then, if you guys have any one tip each, you could tell them that. Um, Tip of the week. Simple. I suggest flying with other drone pilots when you go. I know a lot of people like to be loners and all of that, and I was that way in the beginning. But since I've made a few friends and I got to know other drone pilots, I try to make it a point to fly with other pilots, or one other pilot anyway. He can keep your back, watch your back. He could be your VO, and that's important. So, just a little tip, guys. So, Steve, do you have a tip for the viewers?
And I agree with you on that. A visual observer, a lot of times we get our Part 107 and we just love to go out and fly. And we forget some of the things we need to stay on top of. And what Mike is doing is outstanding because it keeps him up to date on everything and it keeps it fresh in his mind. And when you keep these things fresh in your mind, the mistake ratio goes way down.
Right.
And just keep training. And every day you learn something new. Don't ever stop training, and things will be good.
Yep.
Yep.
What
It's a
about you,
perishable
Mike? Do
skill.
you have another tip?
Checklists. Yeah,
Yep.
checklists. From weather day before, check the weather day before wherever you're going flying to just an hour before you get there. It can change that easily. It could be the heat. You got to watch out for the cold. But these batteries don't like the heat or the cold. And if you use a cooler, make sure you don't have any water in it. Okay, to help keep your batteries or just keep your car running in the summertime with all the heat. It'll definitely keep your batteries cool. Um, they make a couple of things out there, but again, checklist is where it's at. That way you're doing it the same way every time. And if something happens, hey, look, this is my checklist. This is what everything that's happened. And in the case with you, with your battery dropping to zero, yeah, that was a bad battery.
Yeah.
100%. I
Right.
had the unique H520 um, that I flew, and it blew through both batteries the same way in the same day, and they were under a year old.
That's
And
scary.
Oh wow.
yeah, it was like pulling teeth out of the shark to get unique to send me new ones.
Do they still make
Yeah.
drones? My first drone was a Unique Breeze. Matter of fact, I have it sitting over in the corner
I,
right
I
now.
don't think they do. If they do,
Okay.
they are not very supportive of their product at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's these are good tips, by the way, guys. Thank you for sharing them.
Yep.
Um,
Checklists are free. You can go anywhere and get them. They're all over the internet. Just
yeah.
Google, drone checklists, and 50 of them will pop up.
Right. Exactly. But listen, let me show that video now that I wanted to share earlier, but I didn't want to leave you guys in the back room that much longer. It's very short. It's a short video anyway. But you brought up unique drones, and we had a big thing happen at the Northeast Drone Meetup, and that was a gentleman came with his unique drone, and he was gracious enough to fly a 4 by 6 foot American flag
How it
on it.
started.
Nice.
And I got to
I
do it.
saw that video this morning.
And congratulations to John, Connecticut Pirate, and Josh, and Mark Fisher, and Steve Janess, and the Pirate Queen, because this was an awesome drone
That's
meetup.
awesome.
Look at this, folks. Look at this. Steven Drones sent up the 4x6 American flag with this Typhoon 8 Plus unique drone.
That's awesome.
That is
It
really
was a
cool.
highlight for me, and I know it was for many others too. And I actually got emotional during this.
I can see why.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see other drones flying around the flag.
That's awesome.
Kudos to those drone pilots.
Right.
That's all, Lee. He's a
Mark
great
Fisher
photographer.
had a great soundtrack for it, but I don't want to get copyrighted, so I chose this soundtrack. The American flag flight lasted 7+ minutes long. On my next video, you'll see and get to meet some of the drone pilots, including this man, Mark Fisher, the man, the myth, the legend. And as always,
Well, there you go,
That was
guys.
great.
That's
That was
awesome.
the short video I shot of the American flag going up to start
I-
the Northeast Drone Meetup.
I was afforded a similar experience with we have up here. It's called the Gaff and Go in Doswell, Virginia. All the utility companies get together and do their transformer rodeos and crane rodeos and everything else. And we've added a drone rodeo, inspection rodeo to it as well. A couple years ago, this was my second year. I brought a buddy of mine from VDOT with me to be a guest judge. And so we had first year we had 5. This year we had about 10 pilots. We put up some NIST buckets on the power poles in different areas, the top each side, and they had to get quality photos and then the time. It really came down to quality photo.
Okay.
Was the winner every time. In fact, the
Oh,
first
really?
year, yeah, it was such a great, cool experience. They opened it up with a national anthem, and they flew an X-10 with an American flag taped to the back of it. And it was just going down like the center of the event and stopping just before the stage, and it was really cool.
Yeah, I can imagine. Sure.
It sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah. So those guys, yeah, rain or shine, they actually prefer it raining because it's more realistic, and their cleats get in better, bite better with the poles for the pole climbing competitions.
That's pretty cool. But anyway,
Yeah.
Barkley 107 Drones has a nice little tip here too, and I didn't realize. I know you can check the battery strength. I guess that's what he's talking
Mhm.
about, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. And it's a good thing to do. I do it on every flight. I check my batteries.
Nice.
But
The good thing
anyway,
that they're doing is Lance, download some of these apps in the before you fly program. Aloft Air Control is a great one that I use. They have
Mhm.
they're the best out there as far as I'm concerned. They have everything you need all in one app. And then
They
Air
charge
Data.
now, right?
No, there's a free version.
oh, there
Oh, is
is.
it? 'Cause I
Yeah,
know there
there's
used to be a free one, and then I had thought they'd start charging.
That's what I thought. But
I'll have to
I
double
use
check
Lance
into that.
just to check Lance airspace, get clearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they've actually been really good at improving their clearance through Lance now.
Yep.
Nice.
I know up here in Virginia, Oceana Air Base, they go by the tallest building that are around them. If it's 200 feet in the air, that bubble's 200 feet. If you want, you could always put in to go above 200 feet, and then most likely you'll get it if you're inspecting a tower or something. But they're more likely to get you to yes than no.
All right. So
In fact, yeah.
Yep. That's a good tip, no doubt about it. But anyway, we can't. Alex cannot tag because he's driving. He's on his way home from work, so we could talk about Alex now. Hey, Alex, I hope the traffic's not that bad for you. You know, but Alex is one of the best drone pilots I know. That's for sure. And he did the editing presentation at the South Florida Drone Meetup. So today I was texting him, and I wanted him to give another one. You know, so I'm texting him, and I know he doesn't want to do another one. But anyway, we had a good time texting back and forth because he refused that. I says, okay, you can sing the national anthem then, Alex. Being that I couldn't get Carrie Underwood.
Stick Mark with it again.
And then we
He's
brought
a heck of
that
an
up
editor,
too
too.
because we need a preacher to start it. You know, Mark Fisher overslept last year, so But anyway, we have a good time. That's for sure at the South Florida Drone Meetup. But anyway, I don't think anybody had any questions. If they did, I missed them. I apologize, guys. So, and
Ray, I have a quick question for you, Ray.
Yeah.
When do you go back to Florida?
I'm going down November 15th. We go around
Okay.
November 15th every year. We stay there until May 1st.
Okay.
And that's the plan right now.
I'm going to Miami in October. October 20th, I'm going to Miami. So that's why I was asking.
Nice.
Oh, vacation type of thing?
No, I'm actually going to a drone event. It's
Oh, really? Maybe I'll sign up for it.
it's Elevate UAV.
Police
Oh,
drone?
nice.
That's a big
Drone-
event.
Drone
it's
nerds.
by Drone Nerds. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's a big event.
I'm actually going to meet with other agencies and scout out what's going to be available if DJI goes away in December, which
can I
it's looking like they are.
They
Can
are,
I ju-
sadly.
Can I just be your bag carrier? You could tell them I'm with you and I'm the bag carrier.
You can be his
Come
roadie.
on. It's actually not very expensive. So I was
yeah,
kind of
December
excited about that.
22nd is the day where if you're receiving any federal fundings, you are no longer allowed to fly DJI.
Oh, that's definitely out. That's happening.
Yeah, that's happening. That's already
December 22nd, unless they change it. There's a possibility it could be changed.
Well, no,
correct?
that's law now. It's in
Yeah.
effect December 22nd. They gave the industry 2 years to shit or get off the pot, if you will, to produce some drones here, and they haven't done it. So it becomes law. If your organization receives federal funding, you'll no longer be able to fly DJI.
Okay. All right. That's DJI
Yeah.
drones. Yeah. And that's the only
So-
Chinese drone company affected?
Well, no, Autel unfortunately is affected by that as
Yeah,
well.
Autel's going to be hit too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm out here searching. I got a couple of guys that I know that are building drones. I can't wait to get out there and fly these new drones that are coming out.
What drones are
think-
that? Are they top secret or what?
No, well, they're
New drones?
they're still in their process, right? So
Right.
but the Ascent aerials,
I've heard of that. Yes.
they have the tube drones, the coaxial drones. They look like I don't know. They look like a large tube with propellers around the center. And so those
It's like a
will come out-
It's like a rocket ship.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
And it's a super fast drone. It can be a super fast drone.
can be. So between them, I know Parrot is coming out. They've got a good chance of helping us out in the consumer market. And I've got a list somewhere. I just don't have it readily available.
We had a gentleman, Hot Rod Hansen, that is. He brought a rocket type drone to the South Florida Drone Meetup last year, and it made its debut. And to say the least, it goes fast. Put it
Oh,
that
yeah.
way.
So I've got a friend of mine, Jack with Flying Fitz Photography.
Hey, RJ Redding, how you doing? I'll
He
make
got
you
a
a moderator
waiver.
tomorrow.
He just got his waiver to fly 195 miles an hour. For a
Oh,
home-built
really?
Yeah, home built FPV drone.
100 miles an hour? I thought.
195.
Oh, 195. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
So,
scary, actually.
it's-
In my book, that's scary.
It can be scary, yeah, but as long as he's doing it safely, in which I've been working with them for a while now, he's above board. Any questions he thinks he might need an answer to, or he just wants to run something by, I'm always happy to give him the yes or no, or call higher up
Yeah.
if I need to.
Steve Janess, that minefield event is held in Tennessee
Yeah, I missed out on that
every
one.
August. I know. I plan on going next year. I do. I gave Ken
Yeah.
Herron a commitment, so I hope, hopefully, unless nothing of an emergency nature pops up, I will be there.
A good friend of mine, Gary Galden with iFly Drones, went this year.
I saw Gary was
Yeah.
there. Yeah, he's a great drone pilot too. Now that you brought up his name,
I'm actually in the process of bringing him on as an FAA safety team rep as well.
Oh, good,
Nice.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
for Virginia, you mean?
For Virginia, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
Mike, we're
He
not federally funded, so we can still fly DJI,
Absolutely.
but we're not going to be able to buy them. They're not
Well,
going to be available.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah,
No federal funds?
You're right. They've already
never
stopped
heard of it.
selling to the United States.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of a department not receiving federal funds. It's like free money, free money
Free money with stipulations.
that has
Yeah,
attaches.
a lot of
That-
stipulations.
Yeah,
We're blessed. I have to say, we're blessed. I can't.
Your
Yeah,
submit
but-
city commissioners fully support the police department.
Pretty much, yeah. We have been to the table several times, and our city really works with us. They're all about public safety, and we have a good relationship with our community, so it really helps.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
is.
So what? Yeah. Look into Autel. Autel drones are
Hey,
still
Johnny,
here,
how you doing, Johnny?
and they're a good replacement.
Yeah, we might have to. I will
Yeah.
not go for that other company that I refuse to name.
I don't blame
I
you.
refuse to mention Scotty's name either. I just.
I wouldn't
You
give
can
them a
badmouth
dime.
them if you want to badmouth them. That's allowed on this show.
I
They
don't
do enough bad-mouthing themselves.
I had a meeting 2 weeks ago up over at Virginia Tech, and it was myself, VDOT, a couple of military contractors there, and AUVSI was there. And so I just opened up with, I'm going to get this elephant out of the room right away, right? So you guys have pushed DJI out of the country. They're the only thing that our workforce nationally has already adopted because they're great and they're inexpensive. That's not to mention all the lives that are potentially going to be lost because our departments will no longer be able to use them because one, they stopped selling. I said, Skydio started off great. They started off great, but where they failed is they stopped making the consumer models. That's where DJI succeeded. They kept making stuff for consumers so they could make their military models that much better.
Right. I
And
know.
so-
I had high hopes for
We
them in the
use
beginning.
consumer drones to
Yeah.
save lives.
Yeah. And because
So
they're
it's,
that good. And it was just like, it was shame on you for using those dirty tactics to get your product out there. And then
Yeah.
I loved it when they got the egg in the face where they were no longer to get but one battery from China with their 100% American drone.
Yeah.
But the battery is Chinese. One of their cameras is Chinese. I'm
Mhm.
like, come on, people. But
Yeah.
look at Anzu Robotics as well. They're 100% American
I know.
software.
Randall started that company. I
Yeah.
hope they're doing well.
Great guy, great product. That was a smart move he did with getting the license from DJI and making it in Malaysia, and then all
They're
the
not
data-
having problems, right? Yet they're not having
Not yet.
problems. I know something was brought up
Yep.
about it being a DJI.
So
drone.
here's the thing: there's no
Yeah.
ties to the Chinese government. Everything is here
Right.
in the United States. It's operated off of Amazon web servers that get scrutinized daily, and the software is 100% American.
Randall Warner, he was on my show when they first started up the company, and I'm hoping to get him back as a special guest. So hopefully he'll be on in the next few weeks or months.
nice.
He's a busy guy. I know that.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get him to come to the South Florida Drone Meetup for 5 years now, too. He's like you, Steve. Busy
Sorry,
guy.
sorry. I I'm coming next year. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Steve books his room. I'll be there, Ray. I'll be there. I'm coming with the wife. She's coming too. And then a month later, oh, Ray, I'm so sorry.
My daughter graduated.
Something come up and I can't make it. Then he cancels his room and everybody scrambles to get his room because they sell out. Oh, but he's number 40, right, Steve? You're number 40? Is that what I
believe
gave you?
so. Yes, sir.
Yeah, send me that info, Ray. I'd be happy. I would love to come down.
Oh, all right. Yeah, April 10th to the 13th. But I'm going to add you to the list right now, Mike.
All right, perfect.
Okay. I don't have it in front of me. Yes, I do. It's on my phone. Where's my phone? I don't know what I did with my phone. But anyway, it was right here. Oh, there it is under the little cheap book.
Sounds like my office.
I think you're going to be number 103. Let's see what number you're going to be. It'll take 2 seconds to check this because John, Connecticut Pirate, he wanted to be number 1, so he's number 1. So,
Bob
102. Michael, you're going to be number 102. So, but that's great. You coming by yourself or you bringing anybody?
I'll probably come by myself.
All right. You're on the list.
I might talk Gary into it.
Okay. Well, let me know, and I'll add him. He might be on already, but let me double check if I can do a quick check. No, he said he was going to try. B-Rad's on the meetup committee, so he'll definitely be there, with or without a job. But he's got a nice job again. I told him to put in vacation for that week.
So every year I've got to put in vacation. I'm getting ready to roll into my last year, though. It'll be year 25 for me. I'm the sand soccer security director at the North American Sand Soccer Championship.
Really?
Nice.
Oh, wow.
We got the title. We got the title of world's largest beach soccer tournament. I started on the beach overnight watching the equipment where it was 2 blocks wide. Now it takes up 2.1 miles of the ocean front.
That's amazing. It really is.
It's crazy.
But anyway, we got Bob Dempsey in the chat now. I want to say hello to Bob. How you doing, Bob? And I tell you, it's hard to keep up the comments, guys. So I apologize, especially when you start to do something else.
Bob Casey had a good one on DJI. Bob Casey said that they were worried that they were passing data to China through DJI drones, and then it got political. And my thing is, there are way more Chinese-made iPhones in the United States than there are DJI drones. And if they wanted to spy on something, why not use something that's in our back pocket every day?
I agree. I've been saying that for years since this whole controversy started.
Yep, same here. And it's been, I think Warren said it best. Shame on you for doing it the way you did it. You know, he didn't call him out on the rug or anything, but everybody knew exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I tell everybody I know they're not bad. We got the data goes to your SD card and that gets uploaded into a secure server.
Right.
Anybody that runs Axon Air is running DroneSense, which is a proprietary software that's encrypted.
Yeah.
It's a fun. I got spoiled with that one though, because we'd have trainings all across the country, and we'd be flying in different parts of the country and sharing the data back and forth between the links, so we could put everybody's phone numbers in there that we wanted to have a live feed go to.
Wow.
We'd set up an ICS situation where we'd have a plane crash in like somebody's backyard, which turns out to be one of the guys, Josh Pruitt. He had a neighbor that had a pool, so he just decided to throw a plane crash on his neighbor's house and dropped an icon there, and we added nuclear fallout from it because it was carrying a nuclear payload, and we mapped the wind trajectory so we could have our safe zones set up and everything. It was really cool.
I think Steve Janess wants to know this question. The company, it's Anzu, right? Anzu drones. Yeah.
Yep.
Randall Warnes is the CEO.
The only green drone out there.
Yeah.
Is that the one that Russ did a video on 51 drones?
I think so. Yep.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think I think he
Yeah.
got one and did a video, and he was impressed with it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great product.
Well, guys, let me get to my next format, and the first thing I want to do is I want to pick last month's monthly giveaway winner because I couldn't do it while I was in Rhode Island because I left all the winners in the hat. I didn't bring the hat. So I'm going to reach in. I'm not going to look, and I'm going to pick last month's winner for the $10 Amazon gift card. Okay, it was on August 14th, and Brian had number 7 that day. So Brian, I'll be sending this to you. So congratulations. And now, guys, it's time for this month's monthly contest. And they already started putting in their numbers. They read my mind. So we're going to put in 1 to 25. These guys got a head start. Not fair, but I didn't see it so far. But now I do see it. So, and I usually say you guys are eligible too because you don't know what it was. And I'm going to go back over and I might call it right tonight. So I think Connecticut Pirate, John, he got it. Number 20. So it was number 20 for tonight's show. And just to let everybody know, John Gregory sponsors this event.
Outstanding.
He makes a
And
gracious
he picked a
donation
good
to
number.
my channel. And
That's
I'm
my
glad
badge
to
number.
see he won. Is it really?
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
your badge number? Oh, that's
Mhm.
great.
Wow.
Wow. Well, congratulations, John. So, and by the way, John's coming down. I'm going to be privileged to fly with him. He's coming over on the ferry on the 17th, and him and I are gonna. I'm gonna take him to some secret spots on Long Island. So,
Hey, Ray, did you want? You know, I do this every time. We got to do the $20 one too.
oh really? You want to do one too?
Yeah,
All
might as
right.
well.
Okay. Well, I
I can't
appreciate
let the
that,
tradition
Steve.
go away.
All right. Do you want me to pick the number? Just to pick a number?
Amazon. Yeah, yeah, sure.
Or you? I mean, they'll trust you. You pick the number and you just call it when you see it. Now's the time to do Steve's giveaway. So put in your numbers. A lot of people leave right after call it the winner. So, all
Still don't
right,
see it.
here the new numbers come. And the same thing, 1 to 25 type of thing.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, at least John didn't win it again. He put in 26.
Alex Escardo got it. There was 24.
24. Way to go, Alex. Man, $20 gift card from Sergeant Steve Jones. That's pretty good. You got to get a hold of Sergeant Jones, Alex. So,
You can give him my info,
all right.
Ray, and
Okay.
I'll get it to him.
Very, very nice. Thank you for that, Steve.
Yes,
But
sir.
anyway, it's all about having fun, flying drones for fun, as Johnny and I show, says we've been doing that show 6 or 7 years now. I lost track. But it's always great to have two great special guests on my show, and I got to say thank you to both of you.
Pleasure to be here.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, nice to meet you,
And-
Mike.
Nice to
And
meet you
now,
too, Steve.
and now's the time for you to say your goodbyes to the audience and anything you'd like to promote. Like, you go first, Steve.
I don't want to start off with what you said at the beginning of the show. There's no need for senseless violence in this world. God bless his family. God bless each and every one of you. Let's love one another. I mean,
Kindness
let's get
costs
people.
nothing.
Yeah, exactly. You say get people, kids hooked on drones, not drugs. Let's get hooked on kindness as well. I mean, it doesn't matter where you're from, what you look like, and what politics you follow. God made each and every one of us, and if you don't believe that, you probably need to go somewhere else. Then
Right.
All right. Totally agree, Steve. And now, Mike, what would you like to promote?
That's really the overall message is kindness costs nothing. Be kind to each other, help each other out, collaborate. If somebody doesn't know something, be the mentor. Because it costs nothing.
Right. Exactly. I know. Really. But again, I mean, we can't forget, and I meant to do it at the beginning of the show. Today's 9/11, so it's something we want to never forget. Never forget all those lives were lost that day, and it was a terrible tragedy. I was working that day. I was watching it on the TV when it was happening, and I got it right up on my board up there. Never forget,
Yes,
because it
sir.
could happen again. It could happen again.
Absolutely.
But I want to say thank you to you guys for being on. I want to say thank you to everybody in the show. And we'll see you again next week, same time, same place. In the meantime, get out there, fly, but most importantly, fly safely. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.